Come and make our HelloFresh with me tonight. It's Hainese Chicken Rice and it's so yum. We had this when we went to China. It's a dish of poached chicken and rice, really easy to make and so yum. Firstly, get all your ingredients out the fridge. We like to pack it in numbers. Even the meat, we number it into these little Ziploc bags because it makes everything easier during the week. So I start by unloading all the ingredients from the bags into their groups just to make it easier. I skim over the instructions, but I do add some of my own flair. Starting with, it says to add butter and olive oil to a pan. We're going to cook the rice. I love HelloFresh for the convenience, but I also love that it shows us new ways to make things, because I would normally just put rice in a rice cooker and that'll be done. But I love how it's making us toast the rice a little bit. I turned the heat down and added butter, olive oil, and now I'm going to add the chicken stock. Then I'll cover that with water and let that simmer until it's ready. But it adds so much more flavor to just plain rice than you normally would. Okay, so next we're going in with the vegetables, prepping all these. I noticed that these vegetables were a little bit yellow, especially on the broccoli. So that's me cutting them off the yellow stalks because I don't like old vegetables, so I'm just leaving the top off. HelloFresh normally is very good with the quality, but I've just noticed lately, maybe it's the season, that their broccolini have been a little bit bad. So even though it's stored into the fridge, there's still you might need to just cut it off, but that doesn't really bother me because we're not going to probably eat all the broccolini anyway. So I'm just chopping up the cucumber and the chilies. Now I'm going to poach the chicken. So we're going to bring a pan to the boil for the chicken. We're going to poach that, and I just fluffed the rice. It is finished, but in the meantime, while I'm waiting for the water to boil, I'm putting the ginger in the microwave for 30 seconds. To be honest, I only needed 20 seconds because I heard one of the packets pop, and then we were mixing with that with olive oil and the spring onion, but that is the yummy sauce. And now I'm going to poach the chicken into the hot water. Just put every piece in, make sure they're covered with water so that it cooks evenly. I'm just trying to show you from a different angle, but it was, and then I put the lid back on. Now I'm just making up the sauces. There are a lot of packs in the HelloFresh, but we like it because then you know you definitely have it, you're not guessing. And we always have brown sugar and white rice vinegar. That's what they seem to add on a lot. And then I'm just going to cook the broccolini down, and then I'm just going to fluff up the rice, add a little bit more butter because we like it quite buttery, and then I'm going to take out the chicken. I did cut one in half to make sure it was cooked inside, because there's nothing worse than pink chicken or raw chicken, especially when you're pregnant. You can't do that. So they were cooked perfectly though. They were only cooking for about 10 to 12 minutes, which isn't long really, and it was cooked so tender. And the sauces are actually what give this dish the flavor. You've got the ginger and the spring onion, you have chili, and then you also have the soy sauce mixed with brown sugar, which actually makes kip manis. It's an Indonesian sauce. And then you have the sriracha. So even though the chicken and rice is quite plain, you add all the flavor. And this is what it turned out. It was so delicious. I ended up just putting all the sauces on top of mine and my husband's, but as kids don't like too much chili, they got it plain. But yeah, be free to screenshot these if you want to try a free box. It's worth $127 and they'll send it to you for free.